श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। 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 शरणं मम। शरणं मम। शरणं मम। शरणं मम। बोलिए राधावल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। We'll read verse number 40 of the second chapter. नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. Bhagavan, after giving the vision of the Supreme and also looking at the situation from various perspectives, various standpoints, various levels, and concluding that there is no cause of grief, and helping Arjuna to get that level of equanimity through knowledge and vision. Bhagavan says, I gave you this knowledge and vision to help you gain that equanimity, but somehow you are not in a position to lift your mind right now. So let me tell you something which looks like something new, but actually it is a time-tested way of living, a path which is through action. Here, which is very popularly known to all of us as Karma Yoga. Before introducing the concept, Bhagavan is doing some publicity. He is enlisting some salient features of this path, and he says, this is a path which there is no compulsion or pressure of some kind of sequential process or execution. Abhikrama. There is no loss of effort. It is not that you missed this step, now you won't get the result of it at all. Nothing like that. Quite flexible. So you say, that is something that we also are looking for. Something flexible. Our culture itself is like that only. There is nothing rigid about it. But there are some things that we have to follow rules. No, we can't say that, there should be flexibility, my free will, I want to breathe, I breathe, I don't want to breathe, I don't breathe. Okay. Exercise that right. Fundamental right of choosing to breathe or not. Okay. Exercise because you are worthy of exercising that will. That will make the world a better place. But the point is, there are some things that you have to follow. There is no choice. But that doesn't mean that there is no flexibility. So our culture itself is giving so much of space to every seeker. So here he is saying that this is the most important point, because earlier whenever there was any reference to the word karma, it was understood as ritualistic worship, whether it is fire sacrifice or any other worship of through the idol or anything. So he said there the steps have to be followed. It's a rule, yes. But here I am going to tell you something where you perform any action, there is no compulsion of a particular way of doing it. Even there is no compulsion of a particular action also. Oh, and whatever you do, it will not be a waste. It is not that, oh, I missed this, so it will be all waste. No, nothing like that. Don't worry about that. Okay. And second thing is, pratyavayona vidyate. These two things are our major fear. If I do this and if I don't do it correctly, then what will happen? That is why many people don't do puja. I don't know how to do puja, so I am not doing anything at all. That is not required. Let us do. And as we are doing, we will get opportunities to learn. We learn and then keep improving upon ourselves. But it doesn't mean that I wait till I learn perfectly, only then I will start my sadhana. Not required. I am not doing japa. Why? Because my pronunciations are not right. So I will wait for my pronunciations to get right and then I'll start japa. So why should I wait? Bhagavan knows that we are calling out to him. He has no confusion. He doesn't think this is not correctly pronounced, so maybe it is not me. He doesn't have any doubt. There's this very famous story of a farmer who went to some sannyasi and said, "You give me some mantra, I want to do japa." So that sannyasi also, he should have, simple farmer, he should have given some simple name. He found something, Aghamochan. Aghamochan. Aghamochan is one who liberates from all sin. That you go and, now poor farmer, now he has never heard anything so complicated. His life is so simple, and suddenly this Aghamochan. So he felt that, and sometimes we have Shraddha in some complicated things only. So maybe that sannyasi also gave because of that only. Aghamochan. So he said, I will not remember this. They said, you just keep repeating this as you keep going back, you will remember, don't worry. Okay. Agamochan, 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 kept on repeating and he kept walking. While walking, he tripped. On the way, he tripped. And when he felt that Agamochan, Agamochan, Gamochan, 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 Gamochan started. Agamochan, that was dropped because he tripped. So suddenly he was like started and then he continued. That was dropped. Gamochan, Gamochan. Actually, Gamochan means nothing. There is no word. But he kept doing Gamochan, Gamochan. Hey, oh, that sannyasi was right. I remembered, see, I still remember what he gave. It is not so complicated. He went day and night started doing Gamochan, Gamochan. Woke up in the morning, Gamochan, Gamochan. Went to the fields, Gamochan, Gamochan. Came back, Gamochan. Yeah, sat to eat, Gamochan, Gamochan. Continuously. And it is said just by doing that, Bhagavan Sri Vishnu had a lot of laugh because Agamochan is one of the names of Lord Vishnu. He was doing Gamochan, Gamochan. Bhagavan started laughing. Then he said that, I must go to him. Such a cute fellow. He said, I must go to him. So Lakshmi Devi said, he's not even taking your name. Why are you going? Said, you know he is not taking my name, but I know he is taking my name only. He may be mispronouncing it, he may be doing it wrongly, but I know he is calling out to me. Lakshmi Devi said, no, this is not right. No, then people who are nicely pronouncing all the mantras and all, and then this farmer, illiterate person, he is just, and that too wrongly, he is taking your name. So there is no difference or what? Bhagavan said, there is a difference, but then I feel like going to him first. All those people, let them do some more, but I want to go to him. Lakshmi Devi says, no, I don't believe that he is purified enough to get your darshan. I said, okay, let us test. So Lakshmi Devi and Mahavishnu, both of them assume villagers' attire, and then both of them decide to go to him. And he is plowing the fields at that time. So then Lakshmi Devi says, you don't come here. If you come, then you will not let me test him also. You will immediately reveal your identity. No, I don't want that. You stand there. So where should I stand? There is a field. Then there was a pit. So he said, you go inside the pit. And not just hide there. I will go and let me test him. Okay. So she went like a village woman and stopped the farmer. Farmer, I am very busy. Don't disturb me. Gamochan, 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 Gamochan. But listen to me. No, I have a question to ask you. Oh, no question. I am very busy. Gamochan, 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 Gamochan. Oh, so again and again she kept on kind of pestering him. So he got very irritated. Yes, tell me, what is it? Said, whose name are you chanting? Said, for this you stopped me? I am not going to reply. This is Bhagwan's name. Gamochan, Gamochan, Gamochan. Does he even know you are taking his name? How does it matter? Gamochan, Gamochan, Gamochan. He was getting more and more irritated with every question. Then Lakshmi Devi said that, okay, I will not, ask you more questions. Just one last thing. My husband, I came with my husband here and I don't know where he has gone away. Did you see him? So now it was like his limit of patience. He was so angry. He said, your husband has fallen in that pit. Go. Now I am going. Don't disturb me. Come on, come on. Lakshmi Devi called him and said, really it is true. So even we don't have to wait till we attain perfection and then start sadhana. Sadhana is meant to attain perfection. So here Bhagavan is saying, don't worry. What is more important is do it with love. Okay, he has not yet said what it is. He is just giving some beautiful aspects of it. Second fear that we have about any sadhana or any undertaking is, if I do not do it sometime, then will it be a sin? And this is a technical term that Bhagavan has used here, the pratyavaya. Pratyavaya means there are two types of mistakes or sins. And it is known, it is not just in the Veda, even in our day-to-day life we know. One is called commission, other is called omission. So something you do that is not supposed to be done, that is wrong, that is sin. And something you do not do, the right thing that is supposed to be done and you don't do, that is also sin. So this not doing something that is supposed to be done is called pratyavaya. So the result of such action is called pratyavaya. So he said, no, I start this and then I am not able to continue. Then what will happen? This is another fear for which we often don't start any sadhana. I am doing every Monday, I decided to fast. But if suddenly one Monday I forget, then what will happen? And then you start from again 1, 2, 3, start counting. No, I decided to fast for 40 Mondays. Okay. And 39th Monday I forgot. Then what will happen? Start. 1, 2, 3. Again I'll have to do 40. Yes. Oh, but in this no problem. You do 2 more over 40. Counted? Yes. You don't have to count also. Because when you do it with love, you don't count. So there is no pratyavaya. There is no sin of omission. That is also not there. So there is no sin of commission, that is, you won't do anything wrong. It is not possible to do anything wrong in this path. And it is not possible to not do the right thing in this path. Oh, this seems interesting. I would want to know more about it. But I don't have so much of stamina. How will I do long term? Don't worry. Little bit you do, that also will help you. Oh, little bit, yes. Swalpam api asya dharmasya. Little bit of practice, enough. You will see the result, and that result will inspire you to do more. An example that is given usually is that when the bridge was built by Sri Rama and the entire Vanar Sena, so these monkeys and all, they were like, they used to bring huge logs of wood and rocks and all these things. Some used to get mountains itself and come and drop it in the ocean. So they all were appreciated by Bhagavan. They all were blessed by Bhagavan. But not just those people who are doing heavyweight work. Even that tiny squirrel which went into the ocean and wet itself, then went into the sand and rolled around on the sand so that the sand sticks to its body, then went on to the bridge and shook off its body so that all the sand falls. So that when Bhagavan walks, and he doesn't have to walk on the hard rocks, he will get to walk on the sand. So with that love, that little squirrel, now how much sand will a squirrel also get? And what difference is it going to make? Bhagavan has been walking in the forest for years together, and today some sand, what is the difference is going to make? If we look at it from that standpoint, from productivity standpoint, from deliverance standpoint, these people are delivering work, what are you doing? You are the weakest link in our team. You will be fired the first. Layoffs will begin from you. Why? No productivity. You are not delivering enough. I'm sorry. This is not done, not acceptable. Bhagavan doesn't think like that. Swalpamapi asya dharmasya. Little bit you do. Trayate mahato bhayat. It protects us from great fears. Great fears means we don't feel, first of all, we don't feel afraid of that path itself. Because there are some paths which are scary, that path itself is scary. You have to do this, you have to get up at this time, you have to do this. So much of it is hyped up that we feel, I think, enough, I am happy. Without that itself, I am happy. No, you have to do it. Are you doing it or not? What time did you get up today? Did you get up at 5 o'clock? Did you do or no? No? Not acceptable. You are the greatest sin. That itself becomes a cause of fear. I say, no, no, no. Sorry, I don't want to do it. So that itself will not be a fear. We won't be afraid of the outcome of anything, and even other fears that we have about our own existence, our own surrounding, all any type of fear will not remain. This is liberation. Swalpamapi asya dharmasya. Little bit of practice itself will liberate us, release us from all the fears. Oh, Bhagavan, this is really something. Why did you not tell me in the beginning itself? I think I will go for it. See, very good publicity Bhagavan is teaching us. This is how we should publicize. So beautifully he has said. Now Arjuna is like, there must be a spark in his eyes. So Bhagavan says, now good that now he has kind of become more interested in the idea. Now let me speak more about this. So still he is not saying what it is. Without saying it, he is talking about, now, okay, this kind of, okay, what is it? What is it? Tell me what is it? So now next verse, some more information. But not the main thing. This is still publicity only. Now, what else? Verse number 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana bahushakha hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Bhagavan says, if you wish to get that equanimity through action also, it is possible. Not just knowledge, vision. And this action only will prepare you for that vision, and that vision will be liberating you. That vision of oneness is what is our goal. But please understand, Arjuna, this path, the strength of this path is, although it seems to be having lot of flexibility, but there is no lot of option. There's a difference between flexibility and option. When we say option, I say that to do or not to do. When we say flexibility, to do this way or that way. So there is no option here. So whenever I do not give myself any option, then I am more focused and more productive. The moment I start giving myself an option, my productivity also goes down. My mind is completely scattered, confused, and I don't know what to do. Classic example, all of us must have experienced. Whenever we have appeared for any exam, the examination question paper, sometimes there are some where it will be saying, out of the following 10, answer any 5 or answer any 8. It is a big headache. Out of 10, which 8 should I answer? Which 2 to leave? Now we'll read through all 10. I think number 2 and 5, I don't know. I know less. Okay, let me start the rest. I'll start writing. I wrote all except 2 and 5. Then by the time I reached ninth also I don't know much. I think 2 I know better. Cancelled 9. Write 2. And 2 I write. Then okay, then 10th is left. 10th I write. 10th, I know 10th better than the first one actually. So cancel 10th. I'll do the 5th one better. That I will. I keep going up and down, up and down. I have not completed the paper 3 hours over. And there is an option. Let us say that answer all 10 questions. Am I going to spend time? Start 1, whether I know or not. Of that 10, if I know answer of one question, I will write that 10 times. Numbering only I will give. Number 1, same answer. Number 2, same answer. Because that's all I know. So let me finish the paper. And sometimes examiners, they are too burdened. They just say, 10 written, no, okay, give them some average mark, give them. So many people pass based on that also. When we were in college, there was one particular question in one of the biochemistry or some subject. They said that you have to, Krebs cycle was one question. Now I don't know what it is. But you have to, it will come, it will come, it will come. And it was like hyped up. All seniors used to say that you have to learn, that you have to learn. And it's a full chart and everything, and you have to write pages together on it. So that we memorized and nicely studied and went. And our year alone, history was created. It was not asked. It was not asked what to do. So everyone has put in so much of effort and time to learn that. We can't not write it and come. So all other questions, whatever we could attempt, we attempted. And this also we wrote. That this also I know. So there you may not find any place to give marks, but at least give for this. Something, no option. You just write whatever you know. Where is you're not sitting and thinking that whether I know this better than that. Nothing. Just keep writing. This is what is here. Bhagavan is mentioning. There is no option. Vyavasayatmika buddhi eka iha. Hey Kurunandana. Iha means on this path. Hey Kurunandana, the joy giver of the Kuru dynasty, the son of the dynasty of the Kurus. When the mind is single pointed, Vyavasayatmika, when it is single pointed, then this buddhi is eka, one. There is only one. For example, if somebody asks us a question, and we have to reply whatever is the truth. The answers have to be the truth. Then it will be fast, quick. But somebody says, no, you don't have to reply the true answer. Something else can be. So now say, okay, what is your name? Because what really is my name, it will come immediately. Now what is not my name, I have to think. Now what is not my name, to think that there are so many options available. Now what should I keep my name which is not my name? Options are available. But if I have to say what is really my name, it will immediately come. Eka buddhi. Vyavasayatmika buddhi. So on this path, this kind of intellect is there. So there may be flexibility, little bit space is given to a seeker, but it is not optional. There are no options here. And we slowly train ourselves to not give ourselves option. And we have to do. The point here is, what it will come ahead, but the point is, it is not what we want to do or what we need to do or what we want as a result. We are not thinking about all these things. Whatever is my duty, I have to do it, and do it with the best attitude possible. So there is no choice. There is no option available. Whereas, if I want to do something based on my desire, then there are options available. So duty, there's no option. You have to do it, that's all. But if it is a desire prompted action, there may be many desires and also there may be many ways of fulfilling that desire. So I keep on thinking, I should do this or that, whether I should do now or later, whether I should do this way or that way. There's so many options are there. So I don't get down to do anything. Or even if I go on one direction, some little few steps, and then I feel, no, that is better, I go back. So I am not progressing at all anywhere. Neither my desires are getting fulfilled, nor am I making any progress, even spiritually. Nothing is happening. So here, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Eka Iha Kurunandana. On this path, you're going to perform your duties. And duty, you have to do. When? That also is decided. At this time, this person has to do this. Over. Which way? That little bit attitude you can fine tune. And that is what the whole path is all about. Otherwise, there is not option. No, I want to go to Swarga. Okay, I want to go to the heavens. Now, how to go to the heavens? You can do Somayaga. Okay. You can do Jyotishtomayaga. Oh, okay. Then you can do Ashwamedha Yajna. Oh, okay. So, all options are there. No, which one should I do? And then I find out that I am not capable of doing any of this. Well, then what should I do? You chant the name of the Lord. Name of the Lord, I'll go to heavens. Yeah, you will get much more than that. What will name of the Lord give? So, something I have to have complicated. I say, okay, you perform headstand, do Shirsasana. And while doing Shirsasana, you take name of the Lord 1000 times. Okay. That might help, I think. Complicated. Then I'm doing Shirsasana. No, I have some pain in the shoulder, Shirsasana I may not be able to do. Okay, then is there any other way? Any other asana I can do? You can do Sukhasana. I think that is good. That was what I told you earlier. The point is, when there are so many desires and so many options, that really creates a lot of fear, lot of stress. And the stress is not of what to choose. Actually, the stress is of what to leave. That is a problem. So earlier, when there used to be shops, and shops of different kinds. You want a medicine, you go to a medical shop. You want some provisions, go to a provision store. You want something else. So different things, there were shops across the counter. You have a list. You go and say, this is what I want. That person packs everything, puts in a bag, gives it, over, transaction done. We are back home in half an hour. Today, it is all put under one roof called mall. And then I go there. And what I need will be in the deepest corner of that mall, which will be like I have to walk through every aisle, every shelf will be noticed, everything. And then they'll give a trolley also. Now, I can't bring a trolley empty. I start as I'm going. It's very easy, reachable, eye level. Go around, all around, everywhere, each department, everywhere I go. The trolley is full. I come back, okay. Payment done with 4 bags full of things I get. And still I am not very happy because I purchased one shampoo, but 20 other shampoos I had to leave behind on the shelves. Did I do the right thing? Wait, just 1 minute. I'll tell at the payment counter, just 1 minute. I'll go quickly, check the 2. This I will come back. This final, yes, final. What happened? Want to change something? Just one minute. So much option. What to leave, what to leave. And then finally we reach home with 4 bags full of things. And then we come and realize that what we went to purchase, that is not come. And all useless things have come which we never wanted. So where do we use? I have got 3 bottles of shampoo. What do I do? Hairstyle is like mine. What do I do with this? Can't do anything. Options. So many options. And now the lifestyle is all the more availability of options. We say anything we want, it is available. You just Google it. Google results are not one result that yes, this is there, you read this over. There will be 20 websites. Now, which one to read? Should I read Wikipedia? Okay, let me read. And then halfway through, no, but that was an authentic site I saw that somebody told me about. Let me read that. And every site is telling different things. I am totally confused. I don't know what to do. Options. Earlier, we used to have something called a library. We used to physically go there, pull out books, read that, and say, okay, knowledge, authentic knowledge, over. We are confident about it. It was strength for us. Now, there is nothing called authenticated knowledge unless we have got it from a guru, unless it is based on a scripture. Otherwise, there is nothing called authenticated knowledge. We may have confidence, that will be pseudo confidence. Because of ignorance also we have confidence. India, you know why India name came? Very confident. Why? In that place, they light lamp. India. That is why it is called India. You know, that is how it came. Oh, really? Really? Now, word is spreading everywhere. This is the meaning of India. So, no confidence, no. There is nothing like this is authentic, this is what I want, this is where nothing. It's right from morning when I wake up, what should I do today? Starts from there. There is no system. Here, duty, do it. That is why often we find that weekdays we are more focused than on weekends. Because weekends we don't know what to do. Free time. How do we spend that time? That is why the vyavasayatmika buddhi. Eka iha kurunandana. Bahushakha hi anantascha buddhaya avyavasayina. The one who are not focused, who are not walking this path, who are ridden with desires, they're going to, next 3 verses are going to talk about these people only. These people means it is not somebody else. We are also like that only. So what are this kind? These people's minds are so scattered, bahushakha, branched out in so many directions. Anantascha, unending. I want this also, I want to go there also, I want to achieve this also. In one day, I want to achieve everything. I want to live my whole life in one day. And then if I'm not able to do that, obviously which will be the case, then I'll get frustrated, I get stressed. Why am I not able to do this? Because too many things, too many options. So, Bahushakha. Now what is this avyavasayinam buddhi? So this scattered buddhi of all these. So it is not samabuddhi. Earlier it was said samabuddhi. There has to be equanimity of mind. Here there is complete scattering and disturbed mind. There is nothing like single pointed. There is multi-pronged. What is it? So the next 3 verses are talking about these kind of people in their mind, where we also will see certain images of ourselves also. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschitah vedavadaratav partha nanyadastiti vadinah. कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदाम् क्रिया विशेष बहुलाम् भोगैश्वर्य गतिं प्रति. Here, Bhagavan is saying, those people who are not walking this path, who are having too many desires, such people, these are the kind of people. What are these kind of people? Which he talked about in the previous verse as their minds are scattered everywhere. So those people, why is it scattered? We will get the answer here. And how are these people? This is pravadanti. They talk about many things. But they are themselves what? Avipaschitaha. They are not knowledgeable, but they talk. Actually, that is, there is a subhashita, there is a saying in Sanskrit also, that, which even in English it is there, empty vessels make more noise. So, that which is full actually doesn't make noise, but that which is empty wants to make a lot of noise. So here, avipaschitaha pravadanti. Those people who are not very knowledgeable, but they talk a lot. Achha. What kind of things, what do they talk? Pushpitam vacham imam. Vacham means words, which are pushpitam, flowery words. Flowery means what? Not just that their vocabulary is so beautiful, not just that, but that which gives a lot of joy to people. Means confirming their weaknesses to be good. So if you go to some people, actually we also sometimes go to people and say, on one side I want to focus on my career, on the other side I want to just go on a vacation, on a solo trip and just enjoy myself. I am not able to decide what should I do. And we will choose those people whom we feel they will say, you go on a vacation, not to worry, don't worry. Career and all, what is it? Go. We will choose such people whom we feel they will say such things. Because we want confirmation only, we don't want advice actually. And then people, unfortunately, unexpectedly, they will say, no, I think you should focus on your career. May I have a second opinion, please? I will go somewhere else. So it is often we want. So these people are like that only. They must be talking to each other only. Yes. What you are doing, that is the best. Flowery language. And what are they talking about? It is not just Veda Vadarataha. They are talking about what is given in the Veda. All that. And what Veda? Here mainly the Karma Kanda, the ritualistic portion of the Veda. Where it is saying that you do this and you will get this result. You do this, you can go to the heavens. You do this, you will become the king. You do this, all such kind of things. Oh, it is given in the scriptures. You do this, you'll get it like that. And this is the discussion happening. Now we say, we have never heard such kind of descriptions and all. No. For us, heaven is not something like that. Heaven is within here also. Don't we hear people talking or sometimes catch ourselves also talking? We say, now the law has changed. If you have lived here for so many years and you do this and you take care of these things, then you will get a complimentary club membership. Really? Oh, okay. Then you are looking for buying a car, no? Yeah. At this time, if you go, you do this, get a car. Okay. So this is tiny swargas only for us. We don't think of anything beyond this realm. But this is also karma and phala. Do this and you will get this. You go there, you will do this. So we constantly are keeping on discussing. Or it is about, I found if you add this secret ingredient in your soup, it will taste so good. Really? What is that secret ingredient? It is secret, but it's very good. Can you teach me? You have to come to my class. Only then I will teach you. Small, small things. Or he said, you want people to listen to you. People are not listening to you. Nobody listens, not even my pet listens to me. Okay, I can understand your problem. I have a special technique. There are people who are pet training institutes are there, but I do pet owners training. So no pet will refuse doing whatever you say. Come, I will tell you. So like this kind of, and present it so beautifully. Vedavadarataha, and also giving references. In that book it is there. That author has written like this. This is what I have found from there. That person told me, this authority in this field has told me about this. So these are all, we may not talk about heavens and Indralok and Devalok and all. We may not be having that kind of concepts, but in this world itself we have these concepts of how to get into that elite class, what to do. So this is how you do. It will take a good 10 years, but if you do this, then you can also get into that class. And it is not just today, it is not just in one place, everywhere at all times this happens. There is constant such discussions happening. Vedavadarta, he Partha, and what do they say? If somebody says, what are you talking? No, somebody, a study group member goes to this kind of discussion. What is this boring, Let us talk about some spiritual aspects and all. These people immediately will say, there is nothing beyond this. This is what is life. 5 C's. That's all. There is no beyond anything. This is all that is there. What are we talking about spirituality and all these things? And that all after retirement we will see. That also if there is time. This is all, life is only about this. So how are they? Kamatmanah. Full of desires. And for desires, to understand desires, we have to understand what does full of desires mean. Because even if one bottle is full of something, we can empty it. It is possible. But this full of desires means what? Puja Guruji gives this beautiful example of a tissue box. One desire popping out. Pull it out means fulfill that. Another has come. Pull that out, another has come. Pull that out, another has come. A tissue box has a limited number of pulls. This desire producing machine doesn't have any limitation. Continuously. And sometimes you pull out one and there are 3 coming out behind it. And all 3 I want to fulfill at the same time. Acha, which time? What is your time frame today? If possible now. That kind of kamatmanah, continual, drowned in desires. And what do they want? Swarga paraha. Swarga paraha means intent on going to heaven and considering that to be the supreme. But heaven means here more comfort, pleasures, sense pleasures, better standard of living, higher standard of living. So this kind of swarga paraha. And each one has a definition of their own swarga. So it need not be something going to some other world or anything. Even here, swarga, better place. I want to shift to a better neighborhood. That is also swarga for me. I want a bigger kitchen. That is also swarga only for me. Many people told me here, you have such a big kitchen you have. It is such a privilege here. So people have that kind of. This is my concept of swarga. Some people want a big bathroom with a TV also there. That's Swarga. So Swarga Paraha. So whatever be my definition of Swarga, but that alone is the goal, that is the supreme for me, and all these desires to fulfill, I'll go there, everything will be solved. Swarga Paraha. Bhogaishwarya Gatim Prati. And Janma Karma Phalapradam. And what kind of desires do have they have? They have all these kind of desires which not only are actions and their results, but that action and result has the potency of creating more births also, new births. But people have desire to next birth, I want to be born in America. There are such people who desire, but this birth only go and get disillusioned and come back. No, I want to next birth, I want to be born as this family, this place, this such kind of desire. But the point is, why do you want to be born at all? There is an option of not being born at all ever. No. I want. How nice it will be. At next birth, I am born in a family of rishis. Why? So that I get liberated. But that is available here also. Why do you want that? Janma karma phala pradam. These desires are such, and sometimes these intense desires, they make us take so many births also. And I have not been able to fulfill this desire, so for that I have to come back. So such kind of desires, which janma karma phala pradam, kriya vishesha bahulam, and there is like lot of different activities, different steps, different rituals, special actions. You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. So much. Without understanding the significance, without knowing what it means, what is the attitude with which it is to be done, just you have to do this. You have to have this, you have to have a coconut, and then you have to have a pot, and then the pot has to be under the coconut or over the coconut. What is said? It is actually under the coconut. But if you can have the pot over the coconut and you can make the coconut stand there steady with the pots placed on top of it, you will get extra punya. Really? I want to do that. But only thing is, if you do once, you have to do it every day. Then I don't know what to. This kind of discussions will happen. Every little thing. This is how it should be done. Kriya Vishesha Bahulam. So many different types of activities, rituals. And that too, suffocating rituals sometimes. I have to do this. Bhoga Ishwarya Gatim Prati. And for all this for what? For indulgence in sense pleasures and Aishwarya. Aishwarya means power. We are all pleasure, loving and also power loving. Pleasure hungry and power hungry. Bhoga Aishwarya. I want power. For that, I do all these things. Even it will be so difficult, it may not make any sense, but still, no, I will do that. Why? I want power. Or I want some pleasure. So for worldly gains, I am ready to sacrifice everything just to get that. And we are seeing that. We earn money so that we live a happy life. But now, many places we find that we are sacrificing our happiness. We call it sacrifice, but it is actually compromise. We are giving up our happiness for the sake of making more money. We are giving up our health for making more money. We are giving up our time with family to make more money. Actually speaking, money is the means to have a happy life with family, have a healthy life, for that only. But it has become the other way around. Bhogaishwarya gatim prati. For power, give up all social life. And become so disconnect from people. Why? I want to become leader. I want to become this, that. So I give up my friends. I give up all the little joys of life because I want to attain that position. I want. So these things are happening. We can see this happening everywhere. And Bhagavan said this 5,000 years ago. More than 5,000 years ago. He's saying, these people, they talk such flowery language, talk about all these rituals, say that this is all given in the Veda, and there is nothing else beyond this. Just fulfill your desire, know the right way, and do it. This is the best. Don't worry. So constantly talking about this. And this language, if we see, the very typical language of when we are in the school, or when we are studying as students, the language is of marks. And when we graduate out, that same marks becomes money. The language remains the same. You have to get marks, get marks, get marks, get marks, get marks, rise high. And that same language, after you graduate, get money, get money, get money, get money, rise high. That's all that it is. Nobody talks about, okay, what kind of internal development has happened, what kind of social group that child is moving about with in the school environment. How does he or she respond to the teacher, to the friends? Those things are not. Nowadays, there are a few things they talk about that, but we don't know how much it is actually prioritized. So this language, so those people who are talking this language, they may look like they are very focused. It appears that they are very focused, but sometimes it is not so. So much of scattered thinking. That is why they are not at ease. That is why we are having heart attacks as early as in the 20s. People are having heart attacks because not at ease. So much of stress. Mind is not focused, is not scattered so many places. So here, this kind of avyavasayinam bahushakha hi anantascha buddhaya. And he concludes this in the next verse, which we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.